Hi there, are you looking forward to a complete tutorial on how to set up Acuity, or are you just looking forward to a scheduling software that allows you to create a booking page where your customers or your clients can easily go and then book an appointment with you depending on the kind of service that you offer? Then do make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to be giving you a total walkthrough of on Acuity Scheduling. So in case you don't know what Acuity is basically a booking and a scheduling platform that allows you as a business owner, maybe you're a solopreneur or a large organization with other members or other team members, and then you just want a system that allows you to accept bookings and appointments for your services, or you also want to host a one-on-one meeting or a one-to-many meeting, then you might also want to consider Acuity Scheduling. Okay, so do make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to be taking you through everything you need to know in setting up your accounts properly. So before we get into it, if you are new to this channel, kindly take out time to click on that subscribe button below. So just go ahead right now and click on the subscribe button. All right, so thank you very much if you have just done that. If you are yet to, please kindly do that now. Just go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Okay, so if you have just done that, welcome to the family. So with that, now let's head over to Acuity homepage. All right, so right now we are currently on Acuity homepage, and to come over to this page, you find the link in the description or just below this video. Okay, so you'll find the link to come over to this page. So just a short preview on what you can see from the homepage. You can see flexible scheduling software to help you succeed. So with seamless client scheduling, secure payments, workflow automation, and all you have to do is to show up on time. You can see. So these are some of the basic things that every scheduling software should have. You can see secure payment, as if you want to accept payment. Then workflow automation, there are certain things that you might want to automate, maybe sending them reminders or sending them follow-up. You understand? So once those things are automated, it gives you more time to attend to understand other things, and also make sure that you appear professional to the clients. Okay, so if you also scroll down to the page, they are just talking about some of the features that you are going to get. And then if you also scroll down, this is also talking about the different kind of businesses or services that can make use of Acuity software. So you can see it here, education and tutoring. So if you offer if you're in the education niche, sorry, or you do tutoring or you do tutorials, so you can also make use of this, so that maybe your students can also schedule a class with you. If you're also in the financial, public, or legal service, you can also make use of Acuity to do consultation. If you offer pet grooming and pet care, you can see veterinary service, pet grooming. You know, they might not mention your service in particular. Okay, so you can see it, but if you see that your service is similar to any of this, then just know that you can take advantage of Acuity Scheduling to create a booking and appointment system. Okay, so automotive and maintenance, maybe you do auto and bike repair, cleaning and organizing, or car detailing, anything in that area. If you're also in the health and medical, so maybe you want to offer telemedicine, you know, you want to do video conference or video meeting with your patients, okay, you can do that. If you also do coaching and expert, photography service, performance art lesson, and the likes, you can see if you even click on show more, you are going to see many other things. You can see life coaching, spiritual coaching. So if you're also in the beauty and styling, spa and wellness, fitness, so you can see it goes, it touch every areas of service-based business. Okay, so either you are doing it as a professional level or you are doing it as a solopreneur. Okay, so you can also take advantage of Acuity. So those are just some of the few things that you can get with Acuity. So you can see there's an integration. There are different types of apps, third-party apps that you can integrate into Acuity. We have the likes of Stripe, Square, Zapier, PayPal, Google Analytics, different kind. And also Acuity also has a mobile app, so you can also, once you create an account, you can just download the app on your phone to make it much more easy to access your dashboard. So all of these and many more are what you can stand to get when you sign up with Acuity. Okay, so that's just a brief summary of everything. So now let's go ahead and get started. You can see no credit card required. Once you come over to this page, you get 7 days free trial. Okay, so you can use that 7 days free trial to test everything, and then if you're good to go, you can then subscribe to the paid plan. Okay, so come over here and click on get started. So here you'll be asked to create an account, so you can either continue with your Google, continue with email, and then with Facebook. So I'll be using with email, so I'll go ahead and do that. So it's asking your first name, last name, your email address, and then your password. So let me go ahead and fill in all of this information. So once you put in all of this information, just go ahead and click on continue. All right, so once you have signed in, this is what the page is going to look like. So you can go ahead, you can set up your scheduling page. You are currently on 0%. You can click here to create an appointment, set your availability, then customize design. So let's just try and do this. Let's start with customizing the design. So for you to also come to this page, let me also go back. So you can also pick it from here. So you can see it here. Okay. So all of this, for example, this customized design that I clicked on, because at a point in time, you might not see it again, you'll find it under schedule page. So you can see it under this schedule page. You see the option to customize the design. Okay. So why I'm mentioning this is that some options will appear here. You understand? You might not see them again. So if you're just looking for it there, you can just trace it out from here. All right. So now let me just show you a walkthrough before we start doing all of this. This is where the calendar. So this is just going to show you an overview of if you have any appointment in any of the days in this calendar, you are going to see it straight up here. So let me change the view to monthly view, so you can see it here. So this is just like a demo, like an example. If you sign up, you are going to see an appointment there by default. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. You're going to see the day. It's going to highlight the day, the time, and then the person that you're having the appointment with, and it's just something about that particular appointment. Okay, so let me go back to home. Then if you look at scheduling page rather, so this is what your booking page is going to look like. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. You can see consultation with your name, the time, and then the amount. So this is the demo consultation or this demo service that was created. Okay, so if you want to style it, so you come over to style, and then you can see here if you want to change the color, you can see edit palette. So this is where you can edit the color palette for this particular service. So you can see once you change the color, you're going to be seeing the effect and everything here. So you can change it to a color that best fits your kind of service. Okay, so if I should scroll down here, if you want to add an image or a logo, okay, so you can say add image or logo. So let me click on plus, let me add one. All right, so I want to use that as my logo, so it will appear somewhere on this page once we save that. So these are some other presets that you can use. So in terms of color scheme, so these are some ready-made color combination. So let me look for, okay, so I think all of them is having black as the main color. Okay, so you can see, so you can choose from here, you can just set up your own custom color. Right, so that's it for color. So if we scroll down, let's see if we have any other option again. So once you are done with this particular setting, do make sure you save. Okay, then for settings, all right, so for settings now, this is the option there. Is asking you, starting from this, that how do you want it to display? You can see it's asking for the templates. You want to display monthly style. If you select monthly, so this is a preview of what you are going to be seeing. Okay, then your business name. So you say your calendar is named Prosper Agbleze. That's the name that I put in when signing up. So if you want to change it, you can also change it. So the business name, you can see this name will appear as the title on your scheduling page and will also be used as your sender name for client email notification. So for this now, I want to call it Capital City Legal. So let me use it like, so you can see it here. It has appeared here. So you can see. Then now remember, I'm assuming to be a legal service. Okay. All right. So let me pick, let's see the business category. Let's see if you can find anything in that. Okay, so good. You can see law firm. Okay, so this is where you can put in your logo. I tried putting it under this preview. It wasn't allowing me to do it. So let me put it here. All right, so you can see this is the logo here. So the logo has appeared here. All right. So the next thing we can also do here is to add an instruction. So it says write an instruction here to show clients before they book their appointment. So this is optional anyway. Okay. All right, so I've gone ahead to add this description here. So what I've added there, you see it, is it appearing over here. You can say, welcome to Capital City Legal Services. We look forward to having a successful and impactful appointment with you. So you can just be creative with whatever it is you want to put here. So by preference also, I want to align it as center aligned. Okay, so okay. So then put it as center aligned. Okay. All right, so once that is done, so the next thing is week starts on when. So you can select when you want your week to start, maybe on Sunday or Monday. So I'm okay with Monday, so I'll leave it as Monday. Then for the time format, we have the AM and PM. And then for language, we also have the English language and then account language. So all these things are a matter of preference. So there are still some other options for you to choose here. So you can see hide another time. Okay. Require phone number. Require that client enter a phone number when scheduling. Yes. Let me check this. Disable client log in registration. Okay. Hide duration from other client scheduling. Okay. Hide prices. Collapse category. So these are things that you can just, based on your discretion, you can choose any of these. But I think the one that I need most is the phone number. I always want them to put in their phone number. Okay. So once you are done with all of these options, do make sure you just click on save changes. All right. All right, so those changes are already saved. You can also do a preview. So if I should click here now, let's see. So while that is loading up, we also have advanced CSS here. There's an advanced CSS option here. And then we have also the link. That advanced CSS is you need to be sure of knowledge of CSS before you can do that. All right, so this is the general scheduling page. So this is the link. So you can see based on the changes that we've just done. So this is it here. Okay. So this is the link. So if I copy this link now, you can see your client's scheduling page is what your clients use to schedule appointment with you. The general scheduling page shows all public appointment types. So this link is what, so let me copy it and open it in an incognito window. So that's the link that will show all the appointments you have on your page. Okay. It's more like the home page of your service. So you can see it here. So we currently have only one appointment. That's why we are seeing this consultation with Prosper Agbleze here, the time and the amount. So you can see we have our logo, we have the short description and everything. So if you have any other service, it will list them here. Okay. So this is the link. So this is the link. So you can also change the link name. If you want to change it, so just click here to change it. If you want it to be more custom or more professional. So this is where you can do that. So now let's go back. So that is the option under scheduling. If you come over to clients, so this is where you're going to see the information about the clients. Once people start booking an appointment with you, you are going to see there their name, their last name, first name, their phone number, and their email. Okay, so those information will populate right here. And you can also do it manually. So you can see the option to add clients. And by the time you also integrate the other, maybe email marketing platform, you can also import some clients that you have on those email marketing platform into Acuity. So the options is there. You can see import and export. Okay. So you can see you can import clients, you can see synchronize with iCal, Outlook, and other calendar. Okay. So those are the options available on that client. If you look at invoice, so we've not connected the payment processor, but once you do that, you can be able to create invoice here. So you can see get paid by creating and sending an invoice to clients. All right. So you can also send an invoice to a client within Acuity so that you can receive payment. Then for reports, so you can receive report about your appointment, revenue, about user intake form, tip, import and export. Okay. So once you start receiving appointment, all of this will start to make more sense. Okay. All right. So now let's go back. Now we've looked at all of this. Now let's look at availability. That's under business settings. So this is where you are going to set your availability. So you can see set hours of availability. So you can see that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday is closed. So if you want to make yourself available on Saturday, so just click here and enter the time that you want to be available. So let's say since it's on Saturday, I want to be available from 9. So I'll just put it here, 9:00 a.m. Then short dash to, let's say since it's on a Saturday, so maybe I want to be available till 2 p.m. So this is how you are going to put it till 2 p.m. Okay. So once you do that, so save. So that will be saved. So you can see it here now for Monday. Let's say on Monday now, I want to mark myself as I won't be available. So I'll just cancel the time that is there, and it will automatically show itself as closed. So you can see it here. So closed. All right. So let me just return that back. So that's how you can just adjust your availability. Now, if you want to create custom availability on a certain day, okay, so you can see maybe on this particular date now, I want to change it. Okay, maybe instead of following the regular date, maybe I'm going to be having a separate schedule for that day, and I won't be available from 9 to 5. I want to change it. So you can just come over here, click it, and then you change it. Okay, so that's how customizable it can be. All right. If any changes that you make. All right, so now we've looked at availability. Let's look at appointment types. So you can see as we are doing some of these settings, you can see that this is already increasing. We are currently on 33%. Okay, so now let's set our appointments types. Now under this appointment type, this is where we can create different types of appointments. So you can see this is the one that was created for us by default, the consultation. So if you want to create another one, so don't forget, once you're on your own, you come to appointment types. Under the type, you can see new type of service, new type of group class. Okay, so there are two different things. So if you click on new type of service, so you can see this is where you're going to enter the name. So let me call this family law consultation. So let's say, since it's a legal firm, let's say we want to offer family law consultation. So here you enter a description about the service. So you can just give what the customer or the client should expect. Okay, so let me just put in a short description here. All right, so I've gone ahead to put this short description. Okay, so show message after scheduling. So this is an optional message. You can see an optional message shows after booking on the confirmation screen. So you can put it here. Maybe thank you for your schedule and whatever you. Okay, so the duration of the meeting, how many minutes do you want it to last? So let's say I want it to be 40 minutes. Okay, so you can also block off time before and after appointments. So you can put it, this is more like a buffer time. So you can see here, padding only visible to admin to help you build breaks in your schedule. So this, in other scheduling platform, they call it buffer time, buffer before or buffer after. So this basically, it allows you to have a break in between meetings. For example, now I've set this up to be 40 minutes. Okay, so maybe somebody booked this appointment around 9 a.m., which is supposed to last by 40 minutes. So if I didn't add any buffer time, that means the next appointment will start from 9:40. Okay, so you can see that there is no break in between. So but once you had some of this buffer time, then you'll be able to take a break and prepare for the next meeting and the likes. Okay, all right, so here you're going to add the price that you're going to charge for this particular. So if it's a paid service or a paid meeting or a paid appointment, you had the price. But if it's going to be a free where you're not going to be charged in anything, just leave it like that. So you select the category. So we don't have any category created, so you can create category here. So once you click on create category, you'll be able to, let's say this is consultation. This is consultation. Let me save. Okay, so let me put, then you can add a color, so it is just like a customization option. So do you want it to be a private appointment? So maybe only those that have the link, as you can see, only admin and clients with the direct scheduling link can book it. So if you turn this on, that means it will not show on your page. You can see it will not show on your page if you turn that on. So let me leave it as off. So if you also want to add an image, so let me just put in a random image. So I just put in a random image. Let me just leave this like that. So for the calendars, so select which calendar this service can be booked on. Okay, so remember, okay, I've not saved, so I need to save. So it's currently on this particular calendar is associated with this email. Okay, so you can add as many calendars. So what it means is that once you receive a booking on this Acuity, if you the calendar that you link to it, it will appear in it. If you link your Google Calendar, you're going to see it on your Google Calendar also. All right, so now for the forms. So basically what the form actually means is that if you want to, the information that you want to collect, you can say select which form should be completed when clients book this service. Okay, so just take note of this. We might come back to this, but basically what these forms means are, these are the questions that you want them to fill, okay, or to provide while booking for this particular service. All right, so let me go ahead and just click on create. So you can see it here. We already have it here, family law consultation. And then these are some details about this particular one. So let me go back and click on edit. So here it's asking me to go to form. Let me go to form. So you can see intake form question, new custom form. So let me just click on new custom form. All right, so you can see it here. So these are forms this is how you can create a form. All right, so if you're also looking at it from this left side, from this menu, you can see after appointment type, the next thing we have is the intake form questions. All right, so now let's look at it now. So let me give this form a name. So let me say log questionnaire. Okay, so let me just leave it like that. So what are the informations I want to collect? So these are the things that you can pick here. So you can see click any of the questions you have on the left to add to the menu form. So reminder, we are also ask for names, phone number, and email. So you don't need to ask for those. What else do you want to know? Okay, so you can see, so what else do you want to, what other information you want to get from the customer or from the clients? Okay, so since it's a law service, so let's say now these are the options that you can pick from: text box, drop down list, a checkbox. So the meaning of checkbox is you're going to create a question and then with a list of options. So they can choose maybe one, two, or all the options. Okay, then we have checkbox list, then yes or no choice. Then if you want them to upload a file, if you want them to drop an address. Okay, so let's say I want a text box. So what's the question I want to ask now? You can see they are giving you a brief or an example. Maybe I want to ask that. Okay, I think I have something stepped up here. All right, so legal briefing. Okay, so provide, let me just modify so I'm say provide a legal briefing or a summary, okay, of the case, and I want it to be required, so you can see it here. So let's say I also want to ask a yes or no choice. So let's say I want to ask are you married? So the answer is going to, are you married? Let me put a question mark. So it's going to be a yes or no. So let's say I also want to ask, okay, let me just use this checkbox now, and then I mark this as required. All right. So you can see it, legal briefing, are you married? Then you're, all right, so this, I think, okay, this is not the right one here. This is not the right, so let me just go ahead and delete this. Okay, but at least you already have an idea of how all of this works. Okay, so with this now, we've created it, and I want this form to be for the family law consultation, so you can see it here. You can see show this form when scheduling only this particular service. Okay, so once that is done, you click on save. So this is how you can create forms. Okay, so this is how you create forms. If you want to preview it, there's an option here to preview it. So now let me just close this. So now let's come back here to appointment types. So under this appointment types also we have add-ons. So if you want to do add-ons, more like you can see add-ons are extra customers can select while scheduling the appointment. So if you want to create an add-on, so you can put it here. So you can see you can give it a name, add a price, additional duration, who can see it. Okay, so client and admin. Then you select the service that this add-on will be available for. Now let me give you another example of where this add-on can be very helpful. So let's say you're offering a cleaning service, okay, and then you say, okay, for this particular cleaning service, I'm just going to be cleaning. Maybe in the service that you created, you said, okay, I'm going to be cleaning 2 bedrooms, okay, and then you can create an add-on that, okay, for 1 additional bedroom, this is the amount I'm going to be charging. This is the time that it's going to take me. Okay, so that's the add-on that is there. You know, just like an upsell. Okay, then if you want to do coupon, so you can see here, create coupon for appointments. So you can say you give the coupon a name, then the discount. How many percentage or a particular amount? So you can see it here under discounts. Then this can be used, each customer can use this once, or the total number of uses, maybe you want it to be unlimited. So do you want it to apply to any appointment or just a particular appointment? So you can set the option, when do you want it to expire, or you don't want it to expire at all. All right, so you can do all of those here. All those options are available under appointment types. So let's go back to home. So let's go back to under appointment types. We've looked at intake forms, question. So you can see we've created 1 question. So packages and gift and subscription. So this is where you can see your subscribers, you can view your orders, and then you can view the coupons and the likes. Okay, so now let's go back. Now another interesting one is the integration. So let's take a look at the integration. So remember I mentioned that there are different apps or software that you can also integrate with Acuity to give you more flexibility and more things that you can get done. So these are some of the add-ons that you can add. You can see if you want to put in active campaign, MailChimp, or Squarespace email campaign. So once you are here, you can just, this is a short description about what you stand to get, or a summary about some of these add-ons. So anyone you want to do, you can just click on setup, and then you'll be taken to the page where you can set up any of them. So you can see for video conference. So if you want to be doing video conference or video meeting with any of these, so you can just click on setup, and then you'll be able to set that up with Google Hangouts Meet, Go Meeting. So one important one that you also need to set up is the payments. Okay, so it's for you to set up payment. So that is under payment settings, which this is it right here. Okay, so but if you need any other ones, you can just come over here and select the one that applies to you. So that's it on integration. Then you can also synchronize with other calendars. If you want to synchronize your Acuity account with other calendar, maybe Google Calendar, iCloud, Office, you understand, you can easily do that. So what that makes it easy is that you will see, if you look at some of this calendar, if you make use of some of those calendars very well and you integrate it with your Acuity account, it will also help you such that activities on those calendars will not clash with your Acuity calendars. Okay, so what another way of explaining this is that if you have an appointment on that calendar, if another appointment is coming up via Acuity, you can decide not to accept it so that there won't be clash. Okay, so just everything is just about making it more flexible for you. Now let's look at payment settings. So this is where you can connect each of these payment system, your Stripe, Square, and PayPal. Okay, so with Stripe now you can accept payment using card. You can see streamline checkout with digital wallet, card payment, and tap and pay. So you can, for Square now, accept in-person payments with Square POS and all major card on your scheduling page. Okay, and then if you want to accept payment using PayPal, you can just do it. So the process is very easy. So once you click on connect, you'll be taken to Stripe page where you just log in your Stripe account and then you just connect it. It's pretty much straightforward. So once you do that, you'll be able to access all of these options. So you can see use the same payment method for all appointment types. Okay, yes, it should. Then collect deposit or full payments. So if you want to collect deposit or full payments, then collect and save card details. If you want to save your customer card details, so that's basically to make it easier for them when they want to pay book. Not that you can selecting this option doesn't mean you can get their credit card details, so you need to take note of that. Okay, so payment information is not required. So payment can pay full in can pay full amount in advance. All right, so you can decide to turn this on. Okay, so but because we've not connected any payment processor, we can't turn this option on. Okay, so clients can tip when they pay in full. If you want them to be able to put a tip, so you can set this up. All right, so this is pretty much straightforward, but with what I've shown you, you will not have problem with setting this up. So once you are done, do make sure you save all those changes. All right, so now let's look at the notification client email. Now, in terms of notification, this is one of the automated features that you can get with Acuity. Now, this is about the initial email. Okay, an initial confirmation email is sent to you and your client immediately after an appointment is scheduled. Okay, so these are the services, and this is what the email is going to look like. Okay, so once they schedule an appointment with you, this email is going to go over to them. So you can see it here. So but we can't edit it. If I thought you need to edit it, but the emails are always okay, but if you need to edit it, you can always edit it. So then this is for reminders. So you can see up to 3 reminder email can be sent to your clients and optionally admin prior to an appointment. So if they cancel an appointment, there's an email that will go. If they reschedule for follow-up, package and gifts, or the appointment receipt. So all these emails, you can set them up at, okay, what time do you want this email to go? For example, this reminder, you can say send this reminder to client only, or send it to client and admin. How many hours before the appointment? Okay, and then how many reminders do you want to send? Do you want to send 2 or 3 reminders? Okay, do you want to send it maybe an hour before the appointment, 24 hours before the appointment? You understand? So then cancellation, do you want to receive an email once an appointment has been cancelled? So all of this option is what you can do within this notification. Then client text message. In addition to email, you can also use text message. Okay, so there's an option to also use a text message to send some of those reminders and alerts also. So let's go back here. Then we have booking alerts. So there's nothing much to do here. This is just leave it the way it is. Send appointment notification here. Send summary. Every week you're going to be receiving a summary of all the activities, all the appointments, all the bookings of everything that you've received within this page. All right. So this is for accounts. If you want to manage users, so you can click here. If you want to manage your billing, also you can also do that with this too. All right. So we've gone through all the options, and again, don't forget, if you want to create a service or an appointment type, so just come over here to appointment types, and then you'll be able to, you can see new type of service, okay, or new, if it's a group class, you can also select this. So if I should come back to our home page, so you're going to see some options here, okay, so you can easily click on them to enable payments and booking. So if you click on it, you'll be able to set up your payment process. So remember, I've not set it up, but I've walked you through how to do that. Automate client communication through intake forms and more. So if you click here to, these are some things that you might also need to, not everything anyway. You can see import client list. If you don't have any list that you want to import, you don't have business with importing any list, okay? But the major things that you are going to need once you're on your dashboard are here, you know, on the left side, and that's what I've taken out time to walk you through. All right, so I'm gradually rounding up with this video, but let me also show you something here. If you come over here and you see this appointment type, so once you click on it, and then you see this now, if you look at this direct schedule link, if you click on it, you can see this is the direct link to this particular service, this family law consultation that we created. Now, if you want to embed it, so this is it, embed. So this is the code you are going to copy. If you maybe want to embed it on your WordPress website or any other page, so this is the code you are going to use to embed it. Then if you want a button, so this is the code that will create a button. If you want a booking bar, so this is the code that is going to use for that. But for the direct link now, I've copied it. So let me, if I open it in an incognito window, so I've opened it already. You can see this is what it's currently looking like. So this is our logo. This is the description, the date and time. You can see this is the appointment. This is the short description. This is the image I added earlier. So the image I added earlier. So this is where the client can come over here and select that, okay, I want this appointment on this date. And then you can see on this time. All right, so now let me explain something here. You can see that the first appointment is 9 a.m. The next appointment is 9:50 a.m. So you can see that the meeting itself is 40 minutes. Okay, the appointment itself is 40 minutes, but there's a 10 minutes that is added onto it. That's the time that we added as the buffer time. This allows the person that is going to attend to this booking to take a 10 minutes break. So that's why you're having the time like this. So let's say 9 a.m. Okay, so you can see select and continue, or select and make a reoccurring. Okay, all right, so that's one thing that makes it flexible. If once the client is booking and they want it to be a reoccurring appointments, they can just select, okay, select and make reoccurring. So that means maybe every Wednesday of the week they are going to be having an appointment or a meeting. All right, so let me just click on select and continue. So one thing I want to also show, you can see this is first name, last name, phone number, email. So these are some of the forms that we created. You can see provide legal briefing or summary. Are you married? Yes or no? Okay, so once they fill in all of this information, then they can click on confirm appointment. And don't forget, once that is done, let me quickly do that. You are going to receive an email. The client is also going to receive an email. So let me quickly fill in this form. So I'm going to head to fill in the details and then click on schedule the appointment. So you can see appointment confirmed. So this is a confirmation that the appointment has already been booked. So now the next thing I want to show you is what the email is going to look like. The client is going to receive an email. Okay, that's the client or the customer. Then you that you are providing the service, also you're going to receive an email. So let me show you what the email looks like. All right, so right here is the email as the client now. Okay, you can see new appointments. So family consultation on so dates and the time with unfortunately I use the same name for both the client and the service provider. Okay, but you can see it appointment scheduled, then that's the name of the service and then the time. So this is it. Also, as the service provider, which is you providing the family law consultation service, that's the service provider, you're also going to receive an email. Okay, so you can see below is a copy of your client's confirmation email. You can customize the template of your email under the email settings. So this is what you're going to receive. You're also going to receive an email. So if you also look here, you can see the information below is just sent to you as an admin. All right, so that's the name of the client, their phone number, their email. and then the answer to some of the questions that you ask them to provide. You can see, provide legal briefing. I want custody of my son. Are you married? Yes. So you can see, I just fill that in randomly. All right. So if you also go to your Acuity page, you're also going to see it here that you already have the booking. So to see that, come over to calendar. So you can see it here. This is it here. If you click on it, you're going to get more information. And if you also scroll down, you can see it here. This is it here. And then if you click on it, you're going to get more information about it. So you can see it on the right here. Okay. And then if you scroll down, you see answers to the questions again. It's going to appear here. All right. So if there's anything, if you need to reschedule or you need to cancel it, you can also do that as the admin. Okay. All right. So now that we've checked it, now if you look at under client also, you can see that because I've just booked an appointment, you can see my information has already been captured within Acuity as under the client's list. Okay. So that's how it's going. And then if you also look at reports, you can see also the reports will start to make sense once you start having, you can see under this family law consultation, we already have one. You can see the cost here. So remember, it's a free, we didn't add any cost. You can see the total hours, everything is going to be included here. So as you start receiving more appointments or more booking, all of these analytics will start to make sense. Now there's another thing I want to show you because you are gradually rounding up. So if you come over to appointment types, so don't forget, this is where you are going to create a new type of service or a new type of service. You can see new type of service. This is where you're going to click. But if you come over here, let's say for this particular one now, this family law consultation. Now, if you click on this, now the reason you are switching consultation here is because this is a category. Okay, so if you click on this direct scheduling link, so this is where you're going to see a direct link to this particular service. So if you want to get the link, this is it here. You can copy it. Then if you want to embed it, you can see embed scheduler. Once you click on this, is going to be the link that you can maybe want to embed it on your website or on a particular page. This is the code for it. If you want it to be in a button form, so this is also the code. If you want it to be in a booking bar format, so this is the code you are going to copy. Okay, so that's if you want to copy it on your website or any other page, and then you need the code for it. So this is it. All right. So with this now, I hope you find value in this video. If you do, please give the video a thumbs up. And then irrespective, like I said, irrespective of the kind of service you provide, with all the walkthrough, even though we focus more on legal services, even if you are offering other kind of service, it's still the same process, the same steps. Okay, so if you have any question, let me know in the comment section, and let me know what kind of service are you looking forward to use Acuity for. Let me know in the comment section of this video. So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you do find value, and I want to believe so. Thanks for watching till this point. My name is Prosper, and with that, guys, I'll see you all in another video. Bye for now.